Hello everyone, this is Razi from Adams Academy, an expert online tutoring service for high school mathematics. This video is an introduction to the chapter Circles and is based on the NCERT textbook for class 9. We have all heard of circles. We see circular objects all around us, and we have already learned a lot of things about circles in smaller classes. How do we define a circle? A circle is the collection of all points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane. When we draw a circle using a compass, we place the sharp end of the compass at a point and then draw the circle, right? So this point is called the center of the circle. So the fixed point is called the center of the circle, and the distance between the center and any point on the circle is called the radius of the circle. When we draw a circle in a plane, we see that the plane is divided into three parts. So the area that's inside the circle is called the interior of the circle, and the area that's outside the circle is called the exterior of the circle, right? And of course you have the circle, that's the third part. So you have the interior, exterior, and the circle. Now let's talk about a chord of a circle. So if you look at this figure, a chord is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle. So P and Q are 2 points on the circle, and PQ is a chord. A chord that passes through the center of the circle is called a diameter. So AB is a diameter of the circle because AB passes through the center O. Now you can notice that the diameter is the longest chord of a circle. And of course you know that the diameter is 2 times the radius. Now let's look at a few other terms related to a circle. The first one is arc of a circle. So arc is just any part of the circle. So if you have a circle like this, if you take any 2 points on the circle, then this part of the circle, this curved part, is called an arc, right? So if you take any 2 points A and B on the circle, you can see that the circle is divided into 2 arcs. So one is a small arc here that goes from A to B, and the other is the big arc, this one. So it goes all the way from A to B and passes through the point P. Arc AB, if you look at it this way, is a minor arc of the circle, and arc APB is a major arc of the circle. So that's minor and major arc. Now if you choose 2 points which are the ends of a diameter, so if you choose your points A and B such that they are the ends of a diameter, then these 2 arcs become semicircles, right? So a diameter divides a circle into 2 semicircles, and semicircle is an example of an arc. It's a special case of an arc. Circumference of a circle is the length of the circle, or you can say the perimeter of the circle. So the entire length around the circle is called circumference. Let's look at 2 other terms, segment and sector. Now a segment is a part of a circle that's between an arc and the corresponding chord. For example, if you look at this figure, you have a chord PQ and an arc PQ. So arc is usually denoted as arc PQ. This is how we write an arc. So if you look at the area between the arc PQ and the chord PQ, you get a segment. So this shaded area is called a segment. And like in the case of arcs, any chord will divide a circle into 2 segments. The small segment is called minor segment, and the large segment is called major segment, right? So if you put the 2 segments together, it becomes a full circle. So that's segment. Another term is sector. So sector looks like a slice of pizza. That's an easy way to remember a sector. So sector is the area between 2 radii. So this is one radius, this is another radius of the circle, and the corresponding arc. So this area is called a sector. Now as in the case of arc and segment, you have major and minor sectors as well. So the small sector is called a minor sector, and the other sector is called major sector. Now let's look at a few problems to test whether you have understood these terms. Fill in the blanks. The center of a circle lies in the dash of the circle. So as you know, if you draw a circle, the center lies somewhere here. So it's obviously in the interior of the circle. So that's the right choice. A point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than its radius lies in the dash of the circle. Let's read that again. Point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than its radius lies in the dash of the circle. So if you have a circle like this with the center over here, if you choose a point whose distance is greater than the radius, it has to be outside the circle, right? So it has to be in the exterior. So that's the right choice. The longest chord of a circle is the longest chord. You know that the longest chord is going to be the one passing through the center. So that's the diameter, right? An arc is a dash when its ends are the ends of a diameter. So when an arc's ends are the ends of a diameter. Let's look at a circle with an arc AB whose ends are the ends of a diameter. So if AB is a diameter, then this arc AB becomes a semicircle, right? So that's fairly obvious. An arc is a semicircle when its ends are the ends of a diameter. Segment of a circle is the region between an arc and dash of the circle. So if you recall the earlier discussion, segment is the region between an arc and the chord. So if you have a circle, the region between the arc and the chord is the segment. A circle divides the plane on which it lies in three parts. So if you have a circle, the three parts are interior, exterior, and the circle itself, right? Look at a few more. True or false? Line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is a radius of the circle. That's true because that's how you define a radius. It's a line segment joining the center to any point on the circle. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. Let's think about that for a moment. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. What does finite mean? Finite is a number that you can count as opposed to infinite, which means countless. So does a circle have a finite number of equal chords or an infinite number of equal chords? Let's imagine there's a circle like this and you're trying to draw equal chords. Just for the sake of convenience, let's draw a diameter, right? How many diameters can you draw? You can keep drawing as many diameters as you want, right? You just need to draw a line segment passing through the center of the circle. And you can keep on drawing as many diameters as you like. So there's no fixed number of diameters. Similarly, this holds true for chords that are not diameters. So if you have a circle and if you're drawing a chord of length, let's say 3 centimeters, you can keep drawing such chords in all parts of the circle. So you can keep drawing as many chords as you like with a length of 3 centimeters. So some of the chords may be like this, and you can even draw chords that intersect the other chords, right? So this is false because you can have infinite number of equal chords in a circle. If a circle is divided into three equal arcs, each is a major arc. So a major arc has to be bigger than a semicircle, right? That's how you define a major arc. So if a circle is divided into three equal arcs, let's have a circle like this. And if you have three equal arcs, the arcs are going to be like this. So arc AB, BC and CA are going to be the three equal arcs. And this angle will each be 120 degrees because the three angles together should add up to 360 degrees, right? So each arc is only 120 degrees, which is less than a diameter because a diameter will subtend 180 degrees at the center. And each arc is going to be less than a semicircle. So they are all going to be minor arcs. So this is false. The chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius is the diameter of the circle. That's obviously true because you know that a diameter is a chord that's twice the length of the radius. Sector is the region between the chord and its corresponding arc. Is that true? So what do you call the region between a chord and the corresponding arc? So let's have a chord here. This is the area between the chord and the corresponding arc, and this is called a segment, not sector. So this is false. Finally, a circle is a plane figure, which is true. A circle is a figure that you can draw on a plane. It's not a three-dimensional figure like a cube or a sphere, right? So this is true. Thanks for watching. For more videos on high school mathematics, please like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.